Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here, and today I'm going to talk about a change of mind that I have. I have been very bearish, but for the short term, I'm thinking maybe the next 1 week or so, I'm going to be a bit bullish. And this video explains why. I'm going to talk about the 4 indices, how they are functioning, and I'm going to talk about the wicks, and that will sum up my case. With that said, let's get started. Welcome back, friends. Of late, I had been very bearish about the outlook. I still continue to be bearish. At the same time, you can see that NASDAQ as well as S&P 500, everything is on a long-term bull channel. So what's going to happen, right? There's a lot of uncertainty. I try to err on the side of caution, and therefore I have a cash position and I'm holding on, and I'm thinking that the drop is going to come. But of late, I have seen, especially today, when I was going through all the charts in detail, I found that all the indices skipped a bearish possibility. The bearish targets did get achieved, but now we are on a rebound, and I'll explain why. Let's go to the Tradingview platform. I'll start off with one index at a time, then go to the wicks, and then we'll wind it up. Welcome back, friends. I may not be looking at you when I speak because I'm looking at my screen, which is on this side, so that I can manipulate the charts and actually make a commentary. So pardon me for that. So with that said, let's have a look at the first of the indices. It's the Dow Jones. And in the Dow Jones, you will see one of the bear trends that I was worried about was a head and shoulder pattern. So this is a rough head and shoulder pattern out here. And I was thinking at that time that things are going to turn around and we're going to start dropping rapidly. And at that time, the MACD and the momentum were all going negative. Right now, MACD and momentum are not negative. And we have had a bunch of days in which all the price points were positive, and we had our first golden cross where the 9-day crossed over the 20-day exponential moving average. So that's amazing. That's just amazing, because golden cross is a bullish phenomenon. And then I'm looking at this section now, the recent development. We have a bunch of days and the golden cross, as I mentioned. So this is really pretty good, and this makes me feel positive. Now let's go on to the next index, QQQ. MACD is looking decent, momentum is also above average, and out here again there was a possibility that we could have had a reverse head and shoulders, right? Now even if I assume that this is a reverse head and shoulder, right? If I say this is a shoulder, this is the head, and this is the other shoulder, and if I was to take a line from here, the top of the head to the base, and change the color so that we can see what's happening here. So we would have had a big drop, and the drop would have taken us down significantly. So that's what I was afraid of. And then we had this gap down. That also made me worry. And then we had a series of down days. That also made me worry. But what I'm seeing right now is that we have bucked the trend. We have got a gap up. We have got a golden cross. And we have gone above almost all the exponential moving averages. And things are starting to look good. So I'm feeling optimistic here again. Now let us look at S&P 500. So with S&P 500 also, it's the same story. Potential reverse head and shoulder, avoided a whole lot of days of green. I kept on resisting the positive thoughts along with all these green. But then this golden cross here makes me feel really optimistic. And let us go back to QQQ. There is one more factor out here in QQQ that makes me feel optimistic. It's a bullish divergence. If you look at what we got here, and if you look at what we got here, so there's a divergence out here. So I'm thinking that we are bullish. This is the second reason that I have. And likewise in S&P 500 also, if you look at the divergence, there is a bullish divergence. So things are looking positive. A part of me says that this is not likely, but technicals are indicating to me that we got to be bullish at this point of time. But technicals can fail from time to time, and we also have to put fundamentals along with it. And my bearishness comes from the fundamentals side and from the risk side, the geopolitical side, with the inauguration of the new government. So those are the reasons why I feel bearish. But these technicals are very loud and clear, and I'm thinking that yeah, MACD is good, momentum is good, and we have golden crosses forming. This is the next golden cross waiting to be formed. So things are looking pretty good out here. And if I was to move into a 4-hour time frame, let us say we go to the 4-hour time frame, right? So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, and if we go to S&P 500, what do you have here, right? What do you have here? Here we have a perfect double bottom. So the double bottom, the second side has already started, and now this is a perfect double bottom. And what I would like to see is if we can cross over this diagonal line of resistance that we have here, and this line below is a line of support. So it's looking amazing. So somewhere around the line, maybe in the next week or so, we have to cross this diagonal line of support, diagonal line of resistance, and that will be the big test. And in the process, we'll have to convert 2 of these exponential moving averages into support. Now, if I was to look at Dow Jones with the 4-hour time frame, again, you have a double bottom out here. And if we go to QQQ, in QQQ, we don't have a double bottom, but we are very close to breaching this diagonal line of resistance. We'll see what happens out there. And now I would like to go to VIX. So let me take off this and put it into a 1-day time frame and go into VIX. So if we look at the VIX, we are dropping below average momentum, and MACD has just turned bearish. And we have a support line out here, which is at 15.88, and we are way below 20. So the chances of us going down on the VIX are higher than the chances of going up. So that's another thing that I would like to point out to you. So overall, all of these things make me feel bullish. And then I go to put call ratio. It's at 0.8, which is quite bullish. So everything points towards bullishness. So there you have it, bullish thesis for new year. Of course, this is for a short period of time, because as I always say, technical analysis is just one dimension of the problem. There is fundamental analysis that has to be done. Risk analysis has to be done. So personally, I am thinking that I would be a little bullish for the next week. And I'll see as the data comes out, because January is going to be a very critical month. We're going to have economic data coming up, Jerome Powell speaking, and we'll also have Trump becoming the president, being sworn in. And a lot of activities may happen because a lot of promises have been made that they're going to do in day one. So there's a lot of volatility potential ahead. So let us see how it goes. The next 2 days, at least I'm bullish, and I'll still stay in cash as much as possible until I'm absolutely convinced. Now that's another reason for my bullishness, and that is about the statements that have been made in the AI field. I'm going to make a separate video for that. I would like you to watch it later on. And for now, I'd like to end this video here. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.